Alrighty, so new day. I'm about to take my sensor out. I'm gonna go ahead and hack off my bung there, and that 45 I've got, I'm gonna go ahead and modify it so that it points upwards and weld it back on. Got a new sensor. Today is Thursday. I should have a new sensor here Saturday. Today is what, the Thursday, the 25th, I believe. So anyway, new sensor will be here Saturday, and hopefully I can get it running and good to go. Only other problem I have aside from this right now currently, that all of that is from transmission, so I'm gonna have to figure out where that's coming from. Can't do any racing until that's done, so problems, but I think that and fix that issue, and then I think I'll be good to go, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my exhaust pipe off, get the sensor out, get to work, and go from there. So all right, so got my cutoff wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and just whack the sucker off. So I've got that piece cut off, and all I gotta do now is just grind it down, get it flat and smooth, clean it up a little bit. And this is my 45. Gotta get that in there. I'm gonna cut about right there where that weld is at to start with, and then I'll slowly grind it to where it's a nice little 45 on there in that regard, and get it to where it's at a better angle and point it upwards. So I'll get all that stuff done, come back, and once I get the sensor in, I guess we'll see how it's looking then. Alrighty, so I have the new bung welded on, or modified bung. This was the 45 degree that I cut down to 45 degree. This is just with my flux core welder. As you can see, it's kind of a messy weld with all the spatter and stuff. So I'm gonna have to clean all that up. It's always good to have if you got an old O2 sensor when you're welding these on, so you don't, if you've got something like a MIG or a flux core, so you don't get all the spatter down in there and mess up your threads. So I just use the old one down in there, so that way my threads will be clean. But I'm going to clean up all this junk, make it look a little bit nicer, and then going back on it goes. Alrighty, so I knocked off all the spatter, got it back, the old O2 sensor back in there, just see how it sits. Not the prettiest weld, but you know, it's not a TIG, it's not a MIG. I just want it on there, so and it's doing the job. So a little bit better of an angle than it was before. So now to throw the exhaust back on. Tomorrow I should have the O2 sensor, and then we're good to go. Alright, so I have my new sensor in there, and I've cleaned up my exhaust pipe a little bit better. So now my O2 sensor is pointed down like so, a little bit more versus up like so. So I've got it cleaned up. I just need to change how my wideband is wired. Follower on my YouTube channel, Mike D, mentioned that it'd be better probably to wire it so that the power is getting power from the fuel pump relay, so that it's only getting powered up when the fuel pump kicks on with the fuel pump relay, as opposed to every time I hit the key and keep reheating the sensor. So I'm going to do that for now. For today, I'm just going to go ahead and fire it up, make sure everything's working. And another follower on LordandProtector, I believe it was his name, mentioned, you know, don't really need to worry about the values above the 18 and below the rich point as far as what the ECM link is reading compared to the gauge. Really, I wouldn't really need to worry about anything leaner than 18 anyway. I'm never planning on being there other than just letting off the throttle, so long as everything matches where it should be in that regard. So I'm going to try and fire it up, see what it looks like, and then so long as everything matches, then I'll do the rewire and so on. Just wanted you guys to at least see where I'm at right now, and we'll have a new test as far as durability, matching, so on, things of that nature, and go from there. So gotta go grab my keys, try and fire it up, and go from there. So I've got it started, and it seems to be matching pretty closely with my low values, the rich values there. I'm recording this just to see, make sure everything matches real closely. Because it changes so fast, it's hard to see the laptop and the gauge at the same time. I'll go back and look at the video later and make sure everything's good, but at the moment it seems everything's pretty close there, regardless of what I'm seeing. So now I just gotta start dialing things in and see my update at the moment. Got it working good. The wide bands matching the way it should. Shift box is working properly like it should. I failed to mention before when I was trying to check over the parameters as far as the wideband compared to the gauge. As far as getting the matching, it'd probably be easier if you had it locked into open loop. So that way it levels out versus the up and down or the wideband. And so that's one thing I did just to verify. But other than that, it's doing good. I'm trying to load it up this weekend and trying to take it out to the beach. I'm in Florida, for those that don't know. I'm trying to take it out to the beach area, private secluded road, and make some test hits and see how it does. And hopefully, cross my fingers, we'll be able to get it going to the track. But that's where I'm at the moment. Everything's looking good. So I guess stay tuned as usual, and hopefully I'll start making some more videos soon now that everything's starting to come back together. So, but hope y'all are having a good Monday, and I'll post up from there.